Hello and welcome back. No singing this time, you'll be relieved to hear. So welcome back to Frag Chat with Smelly and Smurfy, and as usual tonight we're going to be talking about various fragrance related topics, including what we're wearing tonight, some new releases that we've been smelling, and Troll of the Week. We've got a real good lineup this week.
It's not Troll of the Week this week.
No.
It's Troll Idol.
Troll Idol, the new
game, feature.
The new feature. Okay, so first on the agenda tonight, it's Scent of the Night. Here's the lovely Claire from the Smurfygurly channel. What is your scent of the evening?
I'm wearing something completely different. I've got on some vintage Coco Chanel. So on one arm... Ooh.
I can hold it right up if you want them to, like, so they can see.
You hold it. So these are miniatures that I just had in my collection that I don't really wear because I'm not really into kind of old-fashioned smelling fragrances.
Not normally.
Not normally. But just for fun tonight, I've got the Eau de Toilette on this arm and I've got the Eau de Parfum on this arm.
Toilette.
And I tested you earlier on what you thought of them, and you just said they did smell a bit vintage and like some kind of vintage designer.
Yep, I did say that.
There's the Eau de Toilette. That's getting better, isn't it? Because that did smell a little bit off.
Yeah. Both really nice, but yeah, I thought the Eau de Toilette maybe smelled like it was old fragrance a bit, but as often it's just the top notes that are a bit off. And
gone a bit spoiled, but I think it's okay. So I'll give you the notes. It was a 1984 release by Jacques Polge, and its top notes of coriander, mandarin, orange, peach, jasmine, Bulgarian rose, mimosa, cloves, orange blossom, clover. Base notes: labdanum, amber, sandalwood, tonka, opoponax, civet and vanilla.
Wow. So
a whole load of notes. But I definitely get the
Was that the Eau de Toilette or just...
That's the Eau de Parfum.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to read the notes of the Eau de Toilette, we'll be out of time.
No, exactly.
I really get the resinous, you know, like the amber, labdanum, the civet maybe, like that.
Pungent
kind of
stuff, really, really rich.
Yeah, so anyway, what's yours?
I really like that, and you should wear a few more vintage
I will try it. I
think
I'll give it a proper wearing, yeah.
Okay, my one is Samphire by Laboratory Perfumes. So we're both big fans of Gorse by them, which we've both mentioned a bit, which smells similar to Virgin Island water. This one, as far as we can tell, is not a copy or not similar to any other well-known fragrance. But it's a kind of a classic citrus aromatic type of fragrance. I think citrus oil was the thing they listed officially. Also juniper. And I think there was some pink pepper and stuff. So various different ways of doing freshness with a sort of nautical,
slightly old school
thing.
Vibe,
yeah, a little bit of an old school cologne vibe, I think, but somehow a little bit spicy and got its own character. So I'll just spray a couple, and we'll get you to do it on a card. I know I'm wearing it, but sometimes that can be more fun to do it on a card. So what do you think about that?
Yeah. You've got citruses on top, but right at the same time is this masculine base. That kind of old school thing, like mossy.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, yeah. It's not just an out and out citrus there in that opening. There's that backbone to it immediately.
Yeah.
That makes it a bit different.
I really like it. I think it's supposed to be unisex, but would you say it seems like a man's citrusy smell?
I'd say
more than...
it does smell masculine. I wouldn't choose to wear that one out. I mean, I would happily wear it, but it's just got that masculine.
Do you like it on me compared to other things, be honest?
Yeah, I think it's quite similar to a lot of things you wear.
Right, definitely. Okay. Okay, so you quite like it, but it is not standing out a mile above everything else.
I prefer Gorse from that brand, but I have nothing against that. It's quite nice.
Okay, so that was Laboratory Perfumes Samphire. So moving on, we're going to have our quick impressions on Alien Man from Mugler, and we'll do Bleu de Chanel Parfum, which I did a video on already, but we'd like to, as Jeremy style, ladies' opinions of what count, right? So let's do Alien Man first. Okay. So the bottle, if you haven't seen it, looks like that, and it's an Eau de Toilette from the company now calling themselves Mugler, which used to be Thierry Mugler, but they've rebranded about a year ago, I think. So Alien Man, now we're going to have to, one of the notes everyone goes on about is dill, which is a herb sometimes used with fish.
And not a pickle.
I think it, no, okay.
No, apparently, well, in reviews I've seen, it's not the pickle, not to be confused with the pickle.
Right, yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. And they're describing it as a vibration of aromatic freshness, mysterious woody and sensual leathery notes.
So the bottle vibrates?
No, they will give you a feeling of vibration because of the aroma.
Oh, right.
I hope that's what they meant. Oh, missed. Okay.
Okay.
Discuss. Alien Man from Mugler.
Okay, so I've already reviewed this. Kind of trashed it, really. I think the opening's quite nice. It's really smooth. It instantly so smooth. Reminds me of what's that? What's that fragrance?
Oh, right. Jose by somebody whose name I'll print on the screen.
Something
yeah.
Jose, yeah.
But I'm surprised I don't see any similarity to that.
I do. Every time I smell it, I think of it.
That's often compared to Roche Man,
yes,
which is a
that as
gourmand.
well. Yes.
You get a bit of that in
That's
here.
what I get in that opening, but it doesn't stay that way very
That's
long.
interesting. Okay.
Also, a little bit like what you get in Le Male, the musky smoothness. I get that in the opening, but this was here earlier, having been sprayed much earlier today.
Yeah.
And it had changed to what I would describe instantly as a locker room aerosol spray, like boys' armpit spray.
Deodorant.
Lynx, what do they call it?
Lynx, Axe, I think,
Axe.
if you're in the States.
Yeah,
everyone knows
it
what
dries
it is,
down
yeah.
to this kind of spicy, in your face, loud body spray smell.
Right.
Generic, unfortunately, is the word I'm going to go for with
I
that.
think it's just a bit different to other things. It's not that standard blue.
No, it's different to other perfumes.
Yeah.
Because it smells like a
Right.
£2 aerosol.
Okay. I can see what you mean about it.
Would you choose to wear that?
I'm
of
not
your
going to
whole
buy it,
collection?
and no. So probably not. No. It does. I know what you mean. It reminds me a bit of a shower gel type smell. Which I quite often enjoy the smell of shower gels, but
In
I guess
shower, in the form of shower gel.
Yeah. Okay. It's nothing special, and you would expect from Mugler something a bit more exciting with the after many years of there being Alien. And finally, they've done an Alien Man.
Alien Man. It should be called Alien Teenage Boy.
Oh, you are a bit harsh sometimes, Claire. Okay, I'm saying it's quite nice. It's okay, but I'm not blown away. And you're going.
I'm not saying it's disgusting.
No.
It just reminds me of that, and that's not great.
I think all the other reviewers have at best been it's quite nice, but it's not anything too amazing.
And it is. You know, it's called Alien Man. Alien was all about jasmine, and there is no jasmine, so it's an epic fail.
That we could have forgiven if it had done something else different and brilliant, but it didn't seem that it did. Okay, next up then, it's going to be Bleu de Chanel Parfum. I did a quickie sort of video based on first impressions of that one, so of course a lot of other reviewers have mentioned this one. So Bleu de Chanel, of course, the classic freshie from Chanel. You can already get the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum, but this, confusingly, is just called the Parfum, so it should be stronger fragrance oil concentration than either of the other two, and the notes tweaked a little bit. What do you think about that one, Claire?
It's much better than Alien Man.
Ah, okay, that's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it's... I don't think... Have I smelt this before? I might have done.
You either just said you couldn't be bothered or smelled it and you were like, it was exactly what you expect.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't bother to smell it before.
I might not have bothered because it's surprising me because it's not exactly how I remember the EDT and the EDP to smell. It's got a rich fruitiness in there. So I'm taking it there's still grapefruit.
I think it's definitely got bergamot, but I noticed that they didn't seem to be listing grapefruit or incense, which is supposed to be in the Eau de Parfum and possibly the Eau de Toilette. But I do get some similarity
I'm smelling a rich fruitiness, like almost a tropical fruitiness.
Right.
A little bit of sweetness.
Okay.
And obviously the generic kind of Bleu de Chanel thing is still there.
Still does kind of have that, doesn't it? Yeah, very much.
It's okay. I mean, if you're a fan, then...
I think it is a little bit less sharp and that way, and a bit more smooth and
I'd say it's
and woody.
richer, smoother, maybe has more depth, less of a freshie than the original, perhaps.
But still quite clearly linked to it.
Yeah,
it's
definitely
of the same
linked.
family. Yeah.
But I'm picking out a lot more fruit than I've ever remembered in that fragrance.
The thing is, though, a 100ml bottle of that is £106, so they've really priced it up quite a bit from the Eau de Toilette or the Eau de Parfum. So my point was, for that money, you could probably have more fun, couldn't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't personally pay that for that fragrance because it is, you know, it's the kind of fragrance that you could smell on your work colleague or walking or going to the pub. Other boys are going to be wearing it.
Yeah,
Other men.
It doesn't stand out much.
Yeah, it doesn't stand out. The fact that it's a parfum and you've paid 100 odd quid for it, it doesn't smell like you spent any more than the guy wearing the EDT.
Yeah.
So is it worth it? You know, is it going to give you that much better performance? I doubt it's going to be that amazing.
No one said it's got amazing performance. They've all said it's not really that different to the other versions. So you're kind of agreeing with what I said in my video. So let us know if you've tried Alien Man or Bleu de Chanel in the comments below. All your comments, good or bad. Now to the bit that you're really excited about, and it's still staying Chanel related, and this is Chanel Les Eaux. Is that right?
Yeah.
3 new fragrances.
So Chanel have released 3 brand new fragrances. They are currently hard to find. You can get them in duty-free shops, and there's some people across the pond that have got hold of them from Chanel boutiques, but the date has been postponed over here. They're supposed to be out over here, but they're not, and they probably won't be for a little while.
Not on general release, but
we got to sniff them at the airport when we went away last month.
Yes.
It was this month, wasn't it?
The very beginning of this month, June. Yep, to Montenegro.
So I was excited to find them because
we didn't think they would be there.
No, I was not expecting to find them in the airport.
Yeah.
So I sprayed 2 arms, one with one called Paris Venice,
Yep.
and the other one was Paris Biarritz.
And
then on paper we had Derville.
Yes.
And on the aeroplane, kept sniffing.
Yep.
And kind of really liked them.
Yeah.
So, well, Venice I liked initially, and it kind of went slightly down as I was wearing it. It just became a little bit too normal for my taste.
Roughly, you don't have to know all the notes, but how do we describe that one?
It's an Oriental, and it had tonka, and I think it's like iris and rose. It was reminiscent of the exclusive called Missia to my nose,
Remember
but
you said that,
a bit lighter, a little bit fresher.
Right.
And it was quite nice, but not one I would probably reach for.
Okay,
Biarritz I think that was the one that was really orangey.
Right.
I think, to start with.
Okay.
But it dried down to a really lovely woody musk.
Okay.
And then Derville, I think that one might have been sort of citrusy and slightly green, and again dried down to a beautiful woody musk.
Yes, I liked Derville the best because it seemed like a really nice citrus cologne style fragrance. Apparently they were originally going to be released as eau de colognes, but now they've been branded as eau de toilettes, but many are feeling they are more like an eau de cologne type strength.
If you watch Super Dacob channel, he's done in-depth reviews or first impressions of all of them. He's done an in-depth review of Derville, and I'm imagining the others will come along very soon. He's got all the info on those fragrances.
Super Dacob, good channel. Particularly, he's a real Chanel fan,
he
so
loves
he always
Chanel.
gets the new Chanels.
And
so
we are planning.
We're gonna.
We've got a plan. We're getting them. We're not going to get all 3. We're going to get Biarritz and Derville because they were our favourites. So we're going to share them, and we're going to split them a little bit as well. So we're being economical because they're 125ml bottles. And at the airport they were only £77 each.
Which was amazing, and considerably less than what the RRP is going to be when they hit normal stores. So we're definitely excited to get those, and we'll give you some more in-depth reviews on our channels when we do. Definitely. But we seem to be amongst few people this side of the pond who've had a chance to sniff them. And some if people have been moaning that Bleu de Chanel, they waited ages for a new men's fragrance and then it wasn't that good. Well, these 3 are all possibly for men or women. So there is, some more interesting stuff from Chanel out there, or at least coming very soon. So last but not least, Troll Idol. So we've had a bit of lack of trolls in some other videos, but we've been spoilt recently, haven't we?
We have been really spoilt. Thank you very much, people.
Well done.
We've had some great contenders, really, really excellent. If you're not included in these 3 finalists, please don't be disappointed. Keep trying. So we've got 3 finalists for Troll Idol. And we are going to put them out to you, to the public, up for a vote. And then
I'll let you know next time who won.
You know next time who won Troll Idol.
And then we'll see if anyone can displace that one and beat it after that, I guess.
We'll let the cat out.
Let the cat out. Sorry, sweetie. There you go. Right.
Okay. Right, so let's start with the first one. So this one, I can't even see what video it is on. You've got a picture of Sunshine Man up
It's
there.
on my video on top 5 fragrances I wish I owned, but
Right.
I don't, with Fragrance Samples UK. I do have a code 10% off that you can check in the link below.
God, you never stop, do you? Plug, plug, plug. Right, Troll Idol. This person is called OP, like literally OP.
Okay.
And he says, waiting on the Smelly Smurfy sex tape via Pornhub. I'm high on meth and weed. I'm 21. So thanks, Op, for that.
Thanks for sharing that.
That's one option. One
That was...
option. See what I did there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we've actually got a couple of good trolls on this one, but
go on then.
we're just going to do this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's one of our regular commenters.
Yeah.
AH.
This is when we sang at the beginning of the last video.
Yes. It says, no offence, but you two should sing intros less. I threw up a little and swallowed it. The rest of the video was nice.
Oh.
So, you know, there was a compliment in there as well as a troll comment.
It wouldn't have been that bad, but then when they told us they swallowed the sick, that was...
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay, and then... here we go.
That was
Michael Fragment. So Michael Fragment says this was on our video that we did from Montenegro.
Yeah.
When Mr. Smelly had his stubble and we put it out there to whether...
People liked me with a slight beard because my electric razor didn't work on holiday, yeah.
So Michael Fragment says, well, okay, but beards can be aging and in the heat quite irritating, especially on Smurfygurly's noo-noo. For which I'm sure she's going to find out, question mark. Has she packed some rash cream, question mark.
It's difficult to know what to say to that, isn't it?
I didn't pack the rash cream, but we were fine.
Already
Should I
too
not
much
have said
information. Right, moving swiftly on. No, that was, yeah, so let us know which one of those three you preferred, and we'll announce the winner in the next video. So I think that's it for tonight. If we get it under 20 minutes, I'm going to be thrilled, because we tend to waffle on too long. So our drinks of the night were irrelevant. Claire's not drinking anything, and I'm having a cup of tea. So hopefully we'll try and be at least a little bit tipsy in the next one. But today we're being sensible, aren't we?
Yeah,
after some recent debauchery.
There has been a bit.
We're trying to...
we're reining it in, briefly.
So,
temporarily.
Yeah. Thanks ever so much for watching. Let us know what you thought about any of the fragrances that we mentioned that we've tried in there, and the Troll Idol thing. Give us your vote if you would like to. So number 1, 2 or 3 will be enough information for us to identify which one you mean. Thanks for watching.
Terms and conditions are in the small print. Thank you for watching.
No prize. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you very soon in the next video.
See you later.
Bye bye.